Okay, so for today's deep dive, we're looking at a really specific moment in the biblical account of the baptism of Jesus.
Matthew chapter 3.
Exactly. But we're not really here for just a history lesson. Our mission is to unpack this pretty profound idea about how growth often comes from action, not from understanding everything first.
Yeah, it's a bit counterintuitive.
It really is. And the story sets this up immediately with a huge clash. You have John the Baptist, who sees himself as the gatekeeper.
And he knows his role perfectly. He's baptizing with water for repentance, but he's also pointing to someone else.
Right. He's saying, the one coming after me is so much mightier, I'm not even worthy to carry his sandals. He's expecting fire, judgment.
A cosmic clearing of the deck. He has this very, very clear mental model of what's supposed to happen.
So when the mighty one, Jesus, actually shows up, he doesn't arise in fire.
No, not at all. He just travels from Galilee and quietly asks John to baptize him in the water.
And John, he just completely loses the plot, logically speaking.
Oh, totally. He tries to stop him. He says, I need to be baptized by you, and do you come to me?
And that's not just him being humble. That's the sound of an expert's entire framework just shattering in real time.
It's his human logic hitting a brick wall against this unexpected divine reality.
So that raises the big question.
Right.
Why did Jesus insist on it? John's hesitation was completely understandable.
It was. But the pivot point, the real insight, is in verse 15. Jesus just cuts through the confusion. He says, let it be so now, for thus it is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness.
Okay, hold on. Fulfill all righteousness. If we're pulling a practical lesson from this, what does that actually mean? It feels like very specialized language.
It does, but if you sort of translate it into a principle, it's about aligning with a necessary protocol, a divine process.
So it wasn't about Jesus needing to be cleansed of sin or anything like that?
Not at all. The righteousness was found in the submission to the established order, no matter how illogical it seemed to John in that moment. The action itself was the point.
It's like trusting the process, even if you can't see the 5-year plan for why you're doing it.
That's a great way to put it.
So John consents. He trusts the command over his own expertise, over his own confusion.
And the confirmation is immediate and undeniable.
Yeah, as soon as Jesus comes up from the water, the heavens open, the Spirit descends like a dove.
And the voice from heaven says, "This is my beloved Son." It's the ultimate validation that John's action was correct, even though his understanding was, just moments before, completely wrong.
And this is where the sources really connect the dots for us.
John obeyed without understanding. The knowledge, the confirmation, it all came after he submitted. It's like the sources say, obedience often comes before understanding, and that's where faith grows.
It's one thing to talk about this in a 2,000-year-old story, but applying that idea, action before insight, in your own life, that's incredibly hard, especially when there's real pain involved.
Absolutely. And one of the sources shares that just gut-wrenching anecdote about the pastor whose wife got a sudden cancer diagnosis.
And she passed away within months, leaving young kids.
Exactly. And you just can't rationalize that. There's no logical formula that makes that kind of suffering make sense.
The natural response in that situation is probably to just stop. Stop serving, stop believing. Because the why is just this giant agonizing question mark.
Right. But the pastor, even while saying he still doesn't understand the reason, he chose to just follow quietly. He kept serving. He stuck to the protocol of his life and his calling, even when everything felt broken.
Which perfectly illustrates the point. Life is full of things we can't comprehend, good and bad.
Yeah, true submission, whether it's in faith or even in, say, scientific research, means taking that necessary next step even when the final outcome is a complete mystery to you.
So when you boil it all down, what's the core takeaway for you listening?
Yeah.
It seems to be that following the necessary path, the protocol, the calling, that is true submission.
And it's through that submission that we gain a kind of knowledge that just thinking about it, intellectually could never provide.
So that leaves us with a final thought for you to take with you. What is one specific step of obedience or just a necessary action that's being asked of you today?
In your life, your work, whatever it is.
Yeah. Even if the reason for it or the ultimate outcome is completely unclear right now, the challenge is to trust the process over your immediate need for comprehension and just see what knowledge follows that action.